The walk across the stage, it is the endpoint of the high school experience, the culmination of years of school, studying, and stress. But in the year 2020, the end came to an abrupt halt without the pomp and circumstance.
And we missed all the good parts. We don't do like senior pranks. Prom was a big one.
Parents also felt the brunt of disappointment, taking kids from toddler to tassels, knowing that one day the moment would be a shared victory for the family.
I feel like I never got that kind of closure.
But despite the lack of traditional honors and lost accolades, your accomplishments have not gone unnoticed.
And in the midst of this crisis, you have been witness to how much your community supports you.
The signs of support that dot our yards, football fields that became grass-covered honor rolls, and flags or banners that wave in recognition really all mean one thing: we are proud.
I just wanted to take a quick second and tell you how proud I am of you.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. So proud of what you all are accomplishing.
I would like to pass along our sincere congratulations to the graduating class of 2020.
Now we look forward, not on what was missed, but on what lies ahead, what happens beyond the high school stage.
So now, class of 2020, you go out there and you show the world your perseverance, your courage, and your heart, and you be something great.
Join us for Setting the Stage, Graduation 2020, and to the senior class, let's celebrate. Hi everyone, I'm HANRAHAN, your Master of Ceremonies for Setting the Stage, Graduation 2020. We know it's not the traditional setting for graduation, but it is a celebration nonetheless. And here at KREM 2, we are honoring our seniors in the Inland Northwest, and we are saying a big thank you to the parents who helped get their students to this point. It hasn't been easy. We know it hasn't been easy, especially these last few months as kitchens became classrooms and kids worked to complete their final assignments from home. But for you seniors, life goes on. You'll be starting great adventures. But before you do, here at KREM 2, we wanted to give you a proper send-off and say a job well done. Congratulations, and let's celebrate. And we want you to be a part of this show. We are featuring senior photos in this show. This is just a handful, but we want more. So get out your phones now and send them our way. We're also inviting you to sign a digital yearbook. You can see your messages scrolling at the bottom of the screen. If you want to leave a special message for the graduate in your life, all you have to do is text us. Send us a brief message and a photo to 509-448-2000. So while you're sending in special messages, we're going to talk about a couple very special students that are graduating from North Central High School. They're twin brothers who never doubted they would one day graduate and then go to college, but they wouldn't let history dictate their future, and behind it all, they had a mom who cheered them on. As you can see from these preschool pictures, they were going to grow up and wear the robe. But statistically, it wasn't a given. Neither of their parents had the chance to graduate high school, nor did their grandparents. But a strong-willed mom and some determined kids are breaking new ground for their family. With or without a formal ceremony, they are celebrating the moment.
Don't be afraid to dream, and no one can keep you from being everything you want to be. Reach for your dreams with determination that it does not matter how many hurdles get in the way, or rivers you have to cross, or even mountains you may have to climb. Nothing can keep you from being everything you want to be.
From day one, Stephanie McKinney willed her kids to go to college.
I was a kid, and I was not ready.
Yeah, our mom nailed that down really early. She's like, you're going to college.
Since elementary, really. It's been, you're going to college and you get good grades in elementary and middle school and high school. You go to college.
From the note in their baby book to the snapshots of dreams yet to come true.
There's really no way to say it other than you did it.
Stephanie had a plan.
Now you're gonna make me cry.
Her kids would one day walk the stage in a cap and gown, something she never got to do.
Well, there's two babies in there, and you know, at that point, I was 16, so I was like, oh, of course there's two babies in there. Of course, why wouldn't that be more difficult? Yeah.
The teen would go from high school sophomore to full-time mother and wife at 16 years old. She dropped out of school to care for the kids and get married. It was hard missing out on high school moments and graduation, but she knew the moment would come for her children.
For me, that closure was that graduation, and so I had to have a little bit of a grieving process. Those boys have never cried about losing graduation one bit, and I had a full-down meltdown where, you know, my husband had to remind me to breathe, because that was the moment that I've been waiting for, that we did it, and this is the end, and, you know, I feel like I never got that kind of closure.
COVID-19 would close down schools and cancel many of the iconic senior moments. Over 40 high schools were impacted just in the Spokane area, and thousands of kids would never get to walk the stage.
parts, but for the most part, we had all the bad parts of high school senior year, and then we missed all the good parts. So, like, not like May, you know, where like it's senior. We don't do like senior prank, senior skip day.
Well,
I mean,
we're
doing
senior skip day right now. We're having the longest senior skip day. So
senior skip day, prom was a big one, and then yeah, graduation. So I can see how disappointed that, especially for Mom with the graduation part, because she won't get to see us walk down the aisle.
Sleeping in is really nice. At first, I was like really excited to be at home doing homework, and right now I'm kind of just tired of it and bored.
Despite disappointment, North Central High School graduates Daniel and Tristan are finding the bright side in later wake-up calls and looking beyond what's lost and focusing on what's ahead.
I'm really excited about dorm life.
Both students have adjusted their future plans to fit the changing dynamics and economic factors facing families. They have decided to stay a little closer to home than originally planned and attend Eastern Washington University. But while their college will be close, the family's journey to college is impressively long. Stephanie didn't get a chance to finish high school, and neither did her parents. In fact, no one in the family has finished high school or gone to college. Until now.
I guess it's a pretty big deal.
It's a pretty big deal for the family, yeah.
The twins that came as a surprise 18 years ago are the first in their family to get a high school diploma. That in itself is a statistical surprise and a family's hard work paying off.
College life is kind of like the dream for me. I can't imagine my life without it, if you know, because like every time when I'm in bed, I'm thinking about my future. I always think, oh yeah, I'm going to be going to college and I'm going to be in the dorms and I have all these friends and we're going to do stuff.
I think I'm just going to be overwhelmed. You know, there's really no way to say it other than you did it.
And so a traditional graduation is not in the plans for Daniel and Tristan or any of their friends. But the pride that families feel is even stronger.
They wanted to make me proud, and they did.
The little boys always thought they would walk across the stage, get a diploma, and attend college. Now they know they'll miss out on one of those steps, still knowing that life beyond the stage is definitely something worth celebrating.
And we know this is not how any of our graduating seniors and families plan to celebrate this huge accomplishment. Students worked so hard to reach this point. And we know they didn't just work hard for the applause, but there's no doubt they deserve the day to recognize this major feat.
We know this is not how any of our graduating seniors and families plan to celebrate this huge accomplishment. Students worked so hard to reach this day. We know they didn't just work hard for the applause, but there's no doubt they deserved a day to recognize this major feat.
I've always put school first, and I've always tried to get the best grades and the best test scores I could, and working up to that achievement. And so I was really excited when I found out that I made that. I feel like it would not compare to a real one at all.
This is Jaden. He graduated summa cum laude from Ferris High School. We spoke to him last month where you could really hear his disappointment about a dismal end to a lucrative high school career, not being able to graduate in person.
I've watched 4 of my siblings walk across that stage in front of everyone, and I was always looking forward to walking across it with all my achievements and stuff and showing those off. It's a sigh of relief that it's over, because you're always like, it's a disappointment leading up to it, like, oh, I wish this was a normal graduation. But now that it's over, it's like, I mean, it's over, you got to move on type of thing.
On Saturday, he officially graduated. He admits while it wasn't a traditional celebration, he got to spend the day with his family and friends who are so proud of him. Jaden tells us he plans to attend the University of Washington in the fall and plans to play on the soccer team there. We can't wait to see him play, and we'll be rooting for you, my friend. In the studio, I'm Tim Pham, KREM 2 News.
Yeah, and good luck to him. All right, across state line, graduates still walked across the stage, but with an audience in their cars. Seniors from Kootenai County graduated with a drive-in ceremony, complete with 2 big screens. Families cranked up the radio to hear the ceremony and cheered on their kids, again, from their car.
It's a sign of perseverance under difficult circumstances, that kids prevail and pull through, and where there's a will, there's a way.
Nearly every item, including the venue production and parking, was donated to make it all happen. And in all, locals donated more than $40,000 to honor the students. Well done. We have asked local Spokane leaders to deliver messages to our local seniors. Kevin Parker, former state House representative and current owner of Dutch Bros coffee locations in Spokane, wanted us to pass along these words of encouragement to the class of 2020.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I know this graduation has not been exactly what you've expected, but I also think you're going to enter the world with greater resilience, deeper hope, and a greater sense of you're stepping onto a horizon with vast potential of which you get to play a part. One of the things that I love about your generation, and Generation Z in particular, is that I know that you're driven by hope, I know that you're driven by purpose, and I know that you want to make a difference in the lives that are around you. I also know you're an interconnected community, and if there's anything we've learned from the COVID, there's other ways to connect than just being face-to-face. There's a stark difference between being a resident and being a citizen. This world has had a lot of residents, but we now know that we need citizens. We need people who are going to be thoughtfully and meaningfully engaged in the work in the community. I'm not asking you to change the world, but I'm going to ask you to change your neighborhood. I'm going to ask you to impact those that are around you, to love them, to engage with them, and realize that the greatest difference you may make in the life of this world is in the person that's right in front of you. So I'm optimistic that you're going to move forward, and you're going to be stronger, you're going to be deeper, and you're going to be resilient. And you're going to teach us all a lesson of just how much this means. And I'll tell you, as a survivor of the school shooting in Columbine in 1999, it's deepened me in ways trials won't. I know you've had trials, but I also know you're going to be deeper people as a result. Congratulations to all the parents, all the family, and especially you walking across that metaphorical stage. We're excited to see what you're going to do with the life that you've been given.
Hi there, I'm Regina On, anchor for KREM 2 News at 10 and 11. We want to take a moment to recognize superstar seniors, students who have gone above and beyond, leading their peers by example. Congratulations to twins Sheila and Daisha Melendez. The dynamic duo is graduating from Meade High School, playing basketball, DECA, developing strong artistic abilities, coaching youth sports, and working on leadership programs are just a few accomplishments by the sisters. Good luck as you head into your future plans for further education. And from Spirit Lake, we have senior Brooklyn Menti. She is a standout and described by her family as kind-hearted. The Timberlake High School graduate is planning a future in elementary education. She was a cheerleader, part of Tiger TV, and ran track while holding down a part-time job. Good luck, Brooklyn. Carter Hosking from East Valley High School. He's sure to have a bright future as he is joining the Eastern Washington family. Go Eags. Your family writes how proud they are of you for your accomplishments like placing at Nationals for Future Business Leaders of America, qualifying for DECA Nationals Honor Society, and for being an all-around nice guy. Big shout out to senior Kyla Hansen graduating from Oakdale High School. Your friends and family write you are one of a kind, athletic, talented, kind, loving, and smart. They are so proud of you. We appreciate all the pictures and notes sent to us. Be sure to stay tuned for more superstar seniors coming up later in the show.
I love seeing all of that. Well, still much more to come on Setting the Stage Graduation 2020, including a very special guest from ESPN. Spokane native Neil Everett sits down with us for a word on this year's graduating class. But first, be on the lookout for valedictorians throughout the show with a word to their fellow students.
Hi, my name is Megan Schwartz. I will be graduating as valedictorian from Highland High School in Craigmont, Idaho. And my favorite quote is, "Every day may not be good, but there's something good in every day."
Good stuff right there. We'll leave you with these yearbook messages sent in from you at home. See if you can spot your senior.